Have you ever stopped to think that a word could be more than just, well, a word? That it could be a force of creation itself? We usually think of language as something we use to describe the world around us, right? But what if certain words have the power to actually build that world? Well, that's exactly the kind of mind-blowing idea we're diving into today, straight from the Bahá'í Sacred Writings.
Okay, so this is the core idea we're working with here. The claim is that a single, divinely revealed word like fashioner doesn't just describe a creator, it actually unleashes the creative potential for all human arts and sciences. It's a pretty profound concept, isn't it? It's like the blueprint for everything we can possibly create is already packed inside these divine words.
So, how exactly is this supposed to work? In this first part, we're going to unpack how these words aren't just describing things, they're making things. They're the spark that sets the very fabric of reality and our own potential in motion.
So, the source material actually lays out this incredible process. It's almost like a cosmic chain reaction. It all kicks off with just one word being spoken. That single word releases what's called an animating energy. From there, that energy gives rise to the tools and instruments for creation, which finally leads to all the amazing achievements we see in the world.
And get this, it goes even deeper. The creative power isn't just in the whole word. It's like a fractal, you know? It exists in every single piece, right down to the individual letters. Each little part is a mother, a source capable of giving birth to new ideas, new realities, new understanding.
All right, so this power isn't just about creating stuff from scratch. The texts also talk about it as this incredible healing force, a transformational elixir that can restore a world that's seen as being spiritually sick.
So the writings really paint a vivid picture here, a real contrast. On one hand, you've got society being eaten away by what's called the corrosion of ungodliness. But on the other hand, you have the solution, a divine elixir, a powerful medicine in the form of God's word that's said to be the only thing that can truly cleanse and revive it.
And the source is super clear on this point. This power is one of a kind. There's nothing else like it. It's even described as being more powerful than the mythical elixir of the alchemists, capable of converting satanic strength into heavenly power. I mean, we're not just talking about a little tune-up here. This is about a complete, fundamental transformation of human nature itself.
Okay, this next part is where things get really fascinating, and maybe a little challenging. It totally flips the script on how we usually think about truth and knowledge, especially when it comes to sacred texts.
So it makes you ask a really basic question, doesn't it? What's our yardstick for truth? I mean, do we trust our own logic? Scientific data? Well, the source material offers up a pretty radical alternative.
And here it is. The Book of God is called the unerring balance. Now think about that for a second. Normally we take a book or an idea and test it against what we already know to be true, right? Well, this flips that completely on its head. It says all of our human knowledge, all our sciences and philosophies have to be weighed and measured against it. It's a total reversal of how we usually approach things.
Okay, so if this text is the ultimate standard, how are we supposed to understand it? Well, the writings tell us that these words aren't always straightforward. You've got to peel back the layers.
And this right here is the key idea. The words speak a twofold language. That means there are at least two things happening at the same time. There's what's on the surface, and then there's something else going on underneath, something much deeper.
So let's break that down. The outward language is the clear, direct part. It's a guiding lamp for anyone who's looking for truth. But the veiled language, that's different. It's hidden on purpose. It acts as a divine test or a touchstone that reveals the true nature of a person's heart, their sincerity.
And just to give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, get this. 70 meanings for every single piece of knowledge. And we, the people, generally only know one of them. That's an ocean of wisdom just sitting there, right below the surface, waiting to be explored.
All right, so if there are 69 other meanings hidden away in there, you've got to ask, right, how in the world do you get to them? How do you unlock all those deeper layers of truth?
And the answer the writings give is, well, it's probably not what you're expecting. It totally shifts the focus away from what we traditionally think of as learning.
Because the key isn't what you'd think. It has nothing to do with how many books you've read or what degrees you have. Nope, it's all about your inner state, purity of heart, chastity of soul, and freedom of spirit. It's about who you are, not what you know.
And what's so powerful about this idea is that it makes this deep wisdom available to everyone. It kind of democratizes knowledge. It means someone with no formal schooling, but who has a pure heart, can actually reach a higher level of understanding than a famous scholar who might be lacking those spiritual qualities.
So, Where does all of this leave us? The source itself says there are truths which the garment of words can never contain. So if even these incredibly powerful divine words are just containers, what kind of reality exists beyond them? A reality that no language could ever capture? That's the real mystery, isn't it?